Welcome everyone to another edition of Karting Racing. We're here in the B main of Wednesday night Adult League at Pioneer Valley Indoor Karting. You can see they're leading us off tonight is Lukeduke01, followed by Steve C, Racer 6, Ben, D-Dac, nope, sorry, the Rizzler, D-Dac, and Hoagie. Got a star-studded field tonight. I'll tell you what, we have 16 racers in the building tonight. That makes our B main 7 racers deep. And I'll tell you, this is a star-studded pack of racers guaranteed to be one of the best B mains ever. And here we go, off to green. Here we go, Lukeduke leading us in turn 1 for the first time, being followed tightly by Steve C and Racer 6. Racer 6 is in the white helmet, Steve C in the green. Steve C's letting Lukeduke get away a little bit here. Oh, here we go. A little bit further back, Racer 6 and with the white helmet sliding through this there. And look at this, so we're starting to space their way out here just a little bit. Everyone's finding their own way. Let's see if we can get some heat in these tires and tighten these racers up. Like I said before, we got racers here. They would typically be racing in the A main, and I got to tell you right now, that makes for an interesting B main. Everybody here is fast. And, oh, look at this, Racer 6 giving Steve C a little bump in the business, seeing if he can't get him unsettled and make a mistake, so that way there he can go ahead and sneak in behind. Racer 6 again in the white helmet. Got these two people up front. You got Lukeduke, 2 drivers up front. That's Lukeduke, Steve C, and look at this right here. You got Ben and the Rizzler going at it. Ben getting progressively better week after week, and you can see that he's holding off the Rizzler. Rizzler right there in the purple jersey. Back to the head of the pack, and you can see, look at these two going at it right there. And that's for 4th position, folks. Here we go, back to the leader, Lukeduke in the TV turn one more time. Ooh, it's Steve C is on rails going through the TV turn right there. But look at this pack once again. The Rizzler put the pressure on Ben. Ben holding him off really nicely. Looks like Racer 6 really muscling it through the S-turns. But Racer 6 has his eye set on the back of Steve C. Steve C, as we said, is in green. Oh, look at this. Rizzler's right up to the back door of Ben. Can he give him the business? Let's see what all happens here. Rizzler ducking to the inside. Ben carrying out, has a preferred line, carrying more speed out of that turn. And here we go. Look at these two on rails going through the TV turn. But look at this. Let's continue on with this race. It's going very well in the back for Rizzler and Ben. Up front, meanwhile, you got Lukeduke feeling the pressure from Steve C. Runs him wide out of the S-turns. And look at this. Steve C's found his bumper. Here we go. Into the turn 1. They both make it through like they're on rails. Running nice tight lines. Let's see how this goes. Steve C putting the pressure on him. The top 2 of this field advance to the A main tonight, where there will be some guaranteed great racing. Here we go, one more time. These two, all they need to do is gently run away with this whole deal, and they are going to be gone. But they cannot take it easy, because these racers behind them, they all want to advance into the A main, so they're going to feel some pressure here by Racer 6, Ben, and obviously the Rizzler back there. Here we go. Oh, Steve C making the duck to the inside, once again getting shelled off. And Lukeduke has the preferred line into turn 1 and 2 one more time. Steve C's right on his bumper, can't be more than 10 inches between them. Steve C putting the pressure on non-stop. Lukeduke got a better run coming out of that turn. Look at this, his car is very well hooked up. Into turn 1 and 2 one more time. The Rizzler, in the meantime, putting the pressure on Ben. Look at that. Back in the pack for 4th position. The Rizzler wants that position. He wants it bad. Wow, which race do you watch? 1-2 or 4-5? Here we go. We're going to watch 1-2 going into the turn here. Oh, there's sparks about to fly. Look at this. Steve C has got 0 between him and Luke Duke going through the horseshoe turn. Into the S turns, you can see these two are going at it. Steve C always wants to get gold, and here we go, making an attempt to get it. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at this. Meanwhile, Racer 6 slips up a little bit, finds out that pole is not moving. Here we go, Racer 6 a lot more hooked up now, but look at this, so is Ben, and so is the Rizzler back behind him. Go, the first 2 through there, no problem. Look at this. Oh, Ben is feeling the pressure from the Rizzler. Rizzler's putting all he can, but his foot through the floor on that gas pedal to put the pressure on Ben. There you go. Steve C's got a hell of a good run coming out of the S turns. And here he is into turn 1 with literally right on the tail of Luke Duke. Steve C once again on his tail, going through the S turns. Here we go. Not such a good run this time, but let's see what all happens. A few inches between them. Looks like they're both making it have a great pace. Oh, here we go. Steve C through the horseshoe turns. Let's see how he can do it. Gives everybody plenty of room to race. Steve C can do a duck underneath. No, he can't. So he follows. They all fall back into line. But look at this. Racer 6 coming up to the back bumper now. And Steve, a little bit of a brake check there. Oh, and what's that? Oh, Duke runs him off into the wall there. No caution yet, folks. Oh, we are going to caution. All right, we have a caution flag here. Let's see what happened all in this replay. Let's take a closer look at it. Looks like it was slightly, I don't know, Steve C had better pace coming through turn 1. Right here, it looks like Luke Duke just slows down. No fault of his own. Steve C gets into the back of him, and then Luke Duke rails him into the wall there for no good reason. A little bit of retaliation, maybe a little bit miffed. Definitely Steve C not giving him any room to breathe. That driver needs to drive. When you have Steve C on your tail, it's not an easy race. Steve C is always going to give you some pressure. And sure enough, that's what it looks like happened. Steve C looked like he was on rails coming through turn 1. And if for whatever reason Luke Duke maybe checked up just a bit there, Steve C got into the back of him, got him a little loose, and he didn't like the way that felt. And came back into him, racing a wider line into the horseshoe turn, pinching Steve C off into the wall. All right, let's see. Steve C is going to get his position back, and then let's see what goes on here. I assume Racer 6 is going to get back behind Steve C. Ben, the Rizzler, D-Dak, and Hoagie are all going to maintain their positions in the field. There we go. Let's get Racer 6 a little more straightened out here, folks. There we go. Back to green. Racer 6 is going to start a little crooked. So that's going to slow him up on the start, but that's okay. No passing until you get out of turn 2 for the initial lap. Here we go. Back to green flag racing. Steve C's not letting up. Looks like he's still hooked up, like his tires didn't cool a bit. It's a little bit warmer in the building tonight. Real nice temperature in here. And racers are feeling comfortable, and it looks like the karts are pretty comfortable themselves. Back in the field, there's the Rizzler looking to size up Ben one more time. Steve C not giving Luke Duke any room to breathe here, folks. He wants that first position. Like I said, top 2 advance. You know, if they race clean all the way the rest of the way out, they're going to be the 2 to advance from what it looks like right now. But Racer 6, don't think that he's not watching. He sees that battle going on up in front, and he's got a chance to catch up to him really real quick. Steve C and Luke Lukeduke going into turn 1. Both of them nicely hooked up. And look at behind. Here we go. The Riz one more time making a run at Ben. Although the Rizzler is making a run at Ben, he's really not making much ground up overall in this race. There hasn't been one change of position. As exciting as the racing's been, not one change of position yet thus far. This is the qualifying order, 0 invert in the B main. So this is the actual order that each racer qualified. These are qualifiers 10 through 16. Here we go, Lukeduke in turn 1. Looks like he's very well hooked up now. He's definitely got something figured out. That kart's performing for him now. It looks very good going into turn 1 and 2. And here he goes into the S turns looking sharp. Way to go, Lukeduke. Here we go. Now, Steve C. Oh, Steve C is taking a little bit wider exit from the S turns, and it's giving him a little bit of a run coming into the TV turn. But look back in the pack here. Look at this. The Rizzler's on his tail. Ben, you're doing a lot of driving tonight. A lot of driving. And that's just because the Rizzler's putting the pressure on him. Oh, here he goes. He gets him a little bit wide. Ben sneaks back down. Look, the Rizzler's on his tail one more time. Rizzler's got a little bit better run coming out of those S turns. Oh, and gives him a little shove there into the TV turn. And Ben's not calling foul. Ben's running a nice clean race. Look at that. Steve C gets pinched off coming out of the S turns. And then Steve C once again taking a longer line. And not for nothing, Lukeduke taking a little bit shallow, or more shallow of a line over the start finish. Oh, look at this, and we got Racer 6 got around. Looks like Ben got into the back of him. Let's check out the replay here. It's just white helmet, Racer 6, Ben taking a steeper shot off the first S turn, gets into Racer 6, gets Racer 6 around, and that's all it can do. Racer 6 to stay off the wall. He parked it. So he's parked right now. We're going to get Tom, the race official, over there to back him off the wall, and then we're going to see what it takes to get us all back into order really quickly. I agree, Racer 6 goes back into that position. It looks like Rizzler is now there. DDAC behind him, and it looks like good old Ben is going to go to the back, or let's see how this all shapes up. All right, so first position we got Lukeduke, Steve C, the usual racers up top. Then we got Racer 6 in the white helmet. Looks like this is a new. All right, so Ben got his spot back in this situation. Unusual. All right, so Ben's back in his spot. Let's see if the Rizzler is going to take advantage of that. Who knows? We'll see. There's only a few laps left here, folks. So good bit of exciting racing going on. That back in the pack, they're not letting off each other at all. Not in front of the pack either. Some great racing right here. These two are really hooked up, and they're very well matched. It's a good race. It's for 1 and 2. That's Lukeduke and Steve C. They're getting away from Racer 6 just a bit. Racer 6 seems unfazed by that spin out right there, and he gets into turn 1 and 2. No problem. Ben still racing clean behind. Let's see what goes on with Ben and the Rizzler here. A little bit of a shake-up between Bogey and DDAC in the back there. There he goes. The Rizzler's on his tail all day, every day. There we go. You can see Racer 6 now falling just a little bit back, and Ben's getting to his back bumper really nicely now. Look at this, folks. This is the white flag lap. Here we go. Will Steve C have anything for Lukeduke? Let's check it out. Ooh, looks like Ben tried to make a move on Racer 6 there. Nothing easy for Ben. Oh, and the Rizzler and DDAC side by side. Look at this. Rizzler is tucking to the inside of DDAC. In the meantime, Lukeduke takes the checkered flag. Oh, look at that. DDAC races the Rizzler back to the finish line. Here's some good sportsmanship right here. And looking good. All's well that ends well, folks. Let's take a rewind. Alright, folks, here's some bonus footage. Look at that. DDAC ducks inside the Rizzler, but look, the Rizzler's not giving it up easy. This is right here at the end of the race. DDAC and then the Rizzler. Look, now they're both hopping to get a little extra oomph. And here we go, DDAC to the inside, and DDAC just finishes inside the Rizzler. What a good finish. Alright, everyone, thanks for watching Bosco Racing. Have a great night.